Hey guys, it's AG-Girl1904 and I'm here with Mini Ashley again. Oh, my hair is covering my apron. There we go. So, welcome back to my part 2 of my things I bought from JoAnn's before they closed for my dolls. We talked about fabric and meeting Carol and how I took my photo shoot there, and I pulled out a ton of stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, look it, and you guys saw a bunch of stuff. And so this was kind of just like other stuff that I found and other things that I wanted to talk kind of in depth about. So I hope you guys enjoy. Start with this. Yeah, we'll start with this. So this giant bag here is another bag of yarn. So again, I'm not the best crocheter. I learned how to crochet in 6th grade and I crocheted what was going to look, it was even before Julie was out, but you know how like Julie's meat hat? Yeah, I was gonna crochet that. My teacher was like, pick a fabric, pick yarn. That's it. Pick yarn that's this size. Okay. And I only got to maybe around like that much, and it turned into a doily because I'm the world's slowest crocheter. And yeah, I was taught to crochet a weird way. Like, again, we're children, we were around 6th grade, and so, you know, she's like, you know what, Julie I think actually might have been out, because Julie came out in 07. I wonder, I don't think I did it subconsciously thinking, oh, this will look like Julie. I think my mom picked purple and was like, you should do this. Maybe she did mention it would look like Julie. I don't know. I'm gonna do that one day, guys, because I think I still have that same skein of yarn. So I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be wonky bonky, but it's fine. So anyways, I learned to crochet a really weird way. Because she's just my art teacher who was teaching children. She was like, you can hold it like this or you can hold it like this. And I'm like, got you. So I learned a really weird way. But I want to crochet more and learn and adjust more. So I bought a bunch of yarn. Got a pretty rainbow. This was a granny square one. Oh, so cute. I'd walk past this all the time on the end cap and be like, oh, one day I will crochet a gorgeous granny square something, whether it's like a tank top or a cardigan or like just one square. What my dream would be, guys, if you do this, credit me with the idea. So like, I think it would be super mega awesome to do a granny square, but each square represents one of your American Girl dolls. Michelle, if you do this, I'll cry. And if you do this, I'm gonna cry too, because like, that's just such a cool idea. And I want to do it so badly, but I'm so bad at it. Like, I've crocheted very small things and very wonky things, but that's the extent. Yeah, that'd be my dream, to do a like big like friendship quilt made of granny squares. But every little square represents American Girl doll. How slay would that be? That'd be so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I got, oh look, another rainbow yarn. And I like, excuse me, you can't be shown yet. I like this yarn. This scrubby. I like this texture. Will I actually scrub with it? Probably not, because I'll feel weird like that. I'll be like, this is a creation I made. Now I gotta dunk it in the water and it's gonna get all nasty, and I'm like, ugh. So I might just like make little things and then just like fidget with them. Okay, I want to make sure I get to like the main part. Okay, yeah. I will have to doop Mini Ashley there for a moment so I can have full hands to do this. So kind of towards like, maybe like 2020, like the end of 22. Yeah, like the end of 22 into 23, I believe. We got different big twist yarns. And it was Big Twist Living. So they had a lot of different brands or like types. So there was like Twink Sparkle or like, I don't know, other ones, but they had other ones. And so this was the Living because it was Pride yarn. What a sleigh. So I remember we had this lady, her name was Victoria, and she was awesome. She was an old lady, and she had yellow and blue in her hair to support Ukraine. And she would buy so much yarn, and like sometimes she'd buy like little accessories and things like earrings or socks or clippies, jewelry thingies. But she mostly bought yarn, and I always helped her with her coupons. And she'd always come in and I'd be like, "Hi, Victoria." And so one day she got like this, and I was like, "No way. This looks like Ace yarn." But I'm not gonna say that out loud because, you know, she's an older lady. Some older ladies might not know. So I was like, "Man, this is so cool. Oh my gosh." And I was like, "Ah, I love this color scheme, Victoria." And I don't think she knew. But then other like younger people like my age would come in and be like, "Girl," and I'd be like, "Girl," and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I know." And they're like, lesbian yarn, and like, so I had to get Pride yarn, obviously. I don't know. I know that Michael's got a lot of Big Twists. I don't know if they have these. I should see, because I would like to learn to make Pride gifts for my friends, or make like Pride like tank tops and hats. I love those little hooded, little like crocheted hoods. So cute. That all the cute dolls wear. Like handkerchiefs, little bandanas. Yeah, I want those. So I have Ace yarn. I already took the things apart because I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Ace yarn, that's me. And there's some trans yarn. Yes. My friend Mason, who worked at JoAnn's, was trans, and he was like, "Ashley, oh my gosh." And I was like, "Mason, oh my gosh." We would just like love the yarn. I had a lot of queer people that worked at yarn. In JoAnn's, one of my favorite bosses, Kenji, was gay, and he'd always just like be like, "Oh my gosh, Ashley," like, he looked at me one time, just cross-register, and he's like, "You look like a giraffe with your new glasses," but like in the best way possible. And I'm like, he's just the best person. I love queer people. But yeah, like, I want to make like my cousin a Pride hat. I have lesbian yarn. So pretty. Like, look how vibrant these colors are. Guys, these are so cute. Oh look, another, oh, cool, I did get another trans one, because, you know, like, sometimes they were like, okay, it would take 1 for a hat and 3 for a scarf. I like scarves, so I got 3 in case my cousin wanted something. And I have bi yarn. I should have got another one of these though, because my cousin's bi, and she also likes scarves, so that would take 3. That's fine. I'll find more. I'll scour the internet. I'll scour the world. I'll scour if Michael's gets these. And then even pan yarn, like, they like went all out. And they did have like rainbow gay ones, but like they were out of the Big Twist, so that's why these are Red Heart, which these are still gorgeous. I love this colors. So yeah, there was like even like pastel rainbows. There was like really cool stuff. Yeah, like one day I'm totally gonna like make stuff, and I'll totally be like really good at crocheting. Not today, but one day. Another cool thingamajigger I got is a knitting machine. It was like 45 bucks. And these were one of the things we got towards the end. Like, we would just get like rando stuff, and we'd be like, "What is that?" And then they'd be like, "Oh, it's just stuff they sent us." The company that bought us, couldn't tell you name, I don't remember, would give us like stupid stuff. Like, here's some flashlights. Here's some like funnels. And we had to constantly be moving stuff. We were constantly condensing, and people would be like, "Where's this?" And I'm like, "It was here, but now it's here. I don't know anymore." And then like my friends that like worked like just towards the end, they'd be like, "Ashley, where is this now?" I'm like, "Girl, I have no idea." But so I got a knitting machine and I tried it like twice, and it was kind of confusing, so I'm gonna try again. It's a smaller one. Obviously it's like a kid one. It's not like the best, but like I'm gonna still try it. I'm gonna figure this out. And make like hats, and like I'd be able to make like blankies for my dolls so quickly, so easily. Maybe this would be a good, I don't know if I could make doll size hats, because I mean like that circumference is not that big. Like I feel like, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm really excited to literally figure this thing out. I'm probably going to be like, Dad, I read the instructions and I can't figure it out. Because pictures, directions, and reading, I'm like, why? Girl, I ain't getting it. Like, help. So, knitting machine, so cool. Mom's like, girl, you barely crochet, why you getting a knitting machine? And I'm like, cause then I can learn and then have like cool knitted stuff. You people out there that crochet, can you also knit? Because I remember asking people a lot, and there would be lots of customers that I'd meet, they'd be like, oh no, I only crochet, or oh, I only knit, I don't know how to do the other. There'd be the occasional ambidextrous kinds that are like, oh, I can do both. I'm like, a miracle. How? I can barely do one, let alone do it well and do both. Oh, girl. Before we get into Cricut, these were just like little things that I wanted to show you guys. I like forgot about these. I should put these in Mini Ashley's ears. I'm gonna put these in Mini Ashley's ears. Which ones should we do? We're gonna do these yellow ones. So again, these were like cute jewelry pieces. And they were like little flowers, little charms. So these are probably so hard for you guys to see. They're just tiny little flowers, and they're on like tiny little jump rings. They have like a back. I was originally thinking these would be cute as like studs, but then they could also be danglies. So if you wanted to like glue those onto American Girl earrings, we're gonna put them on Mini Ashley because she has her hair wrap today. Even though these are gold and her earrings in are silver, that's fine. Oh, they might need like, oh wait. I was gonna say maybe one more jump ring. Oh, not me just not being in focus. You guys can kind of see those. So cute. So cute and springy. I'm gonna stick them in Mini Ashley's other side so she's not just wearing one dangly. Give me the earring. Cute. She's got her earrings in now. The cutie patootie. I love Mini Ashley. So yeah, those. And these little hair clippies for people, but they totally look doll sized. And they look like claw clips that dolls would have. So I know like every season and like micro season, we would have little Hildy and Joe like color schemes that would come out. So like if it was like spring, it'd be like a light green or like a pink, like, and they'd all have like the same vibe to it. Like there was one that came out like before my birthday and it was like cherry blossom vibes. And I made cute stuff with that and got like cute headbands and things. And you know, for the fall, then they'd like release like a gold, more like a whimsical like fall type of like acorns, and like a lot of my dolls got necklaces from like the charms and stuff. And so this was like a like Hawaiian kind of like Kanani vibe pack. And it came with all these really cute claw clips. I really should use these more for my dolls. We're just gonna a boop. She has pigtails in, but yes, yes, yes. Okay, there we go. Should I just put the other should I just put the other two in to be goofy? One. And then this one like does not really match like at all. It's fine. Yes. And then this was like a cute little one that I got for my Ariel. Cute. I loved Love the Hildy and Joe stuff. Like I loved obviously all the yarn and all the fabric and like other craft things, but I also did love the jewelry. I loved making jewelry. I took like a Girl Scout jewelry beading class when I was like a child. So I loved that. And JoAnn's just had everything. Like, and some people were like annoyed because they'd be like, oh, this is like stupid. Why do they have like decor? This is a craft store. But I'm like, I like the decor, low-key. These are cute. And it's really sad that JoAnn's went under the way it did because it was such a cute store and I loved it. I went to there all the time as a kid. There was one that was closer like to where I live now. And we'd always go there for our Halloween costumes, and my mom would hand make our Halloween costumes. And my mom, again, she didn't really sew. She does not use patterns. She just kind of wings in and does it. That's how I sew. And she would just make like such cool costumes. Like I really hope I can find a picture. She made the Samantha and Nellie for me and Liz. My grandma helped with the pleats. And I just thought I was like the coolest. I would have probably been like 12 or 13. Maybe I was 11 because I got them in the summer when I was 11. So it could have been that fall. So, but I thought I was like the coolest kid ever. And like nobody has this Halloween costume but me. And my sister, who is Nellie, who is Samantha's adopted sister. Like, unless I had the short, cute hair and like I had the bangs and like it was just like the greatest. I loved it. I love JoAnn's. And we'd always go there and ask specifically for this lady named Rose, who was so nice, because then the other person who worked there, Beatrice, we'll call her Beatrice. Beatrice was always like, what do you want? Yeah, get this. And she'd be like, I don't really know how much to get. And she'd be like, how am I supposed to know? Where Rose would be like, oh, okay, yeah, so if that's a top, okay, yeah, for your little girls, okay, yeah, maybe like let's measure around her. Okay, you might need like this much. Like Rose was always so helpful. It's funny because then, you know, 25 years later, I work with Beatrice. She was still there, just at the bigger location where I worked because they closed down the one, and it was crazy. And I was like, do you remember like me and like Rose? And it was just like so funny. So yeah, me and JoAnn's go like way, way back. Like, I loved it. I loved it. And yeah, I always looked at all the pretty fabric and I was like, oh my gosh, like one day I could like make cool dresses and stuff. And like, I always thought it was so pretty. And like my mom and grandma would just like buy us like little like scraps of like fabric, probably the remnants, and we'd play with them. And grandma would just be like, here's some scarves, here's some, like I always had like a shimmery blue one that I always pretended was like the Harry Potter cloak of invisibility. And me and my cousins would just be like running around in the yard with that on. Like, I love JoAnn's, guys. So the other thing to really talk about is the Cricut. So it was a pretty big decision to get a Cricut. We had been looking into it for a while, and for the bulk of the time I worked at JoAnn's, I knew nothing about the Cricut. Every time they'd ask me something, I'd be like, Kara! So I'd always ask my boss because I had no idea. And she had well, she didn't actually have a Cricut. I thought she did this whole time. She didn't. She just knew a lot about it. And yeah, some people would call me and they'd be like, you don't know what butcher paper is? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. Help somebody. Like, and yeah, so we eventually got a Cricut. Like it was like for Christmas, like as a Christmas gift before they closed. But again, things were on sale, you know, Black Friday, and all of that. So we got a Cricut Maker 3, which was the newest one at the time, and it can cut wood, like really light thin wood. It can engrave metal, you know, do the normal vinyl, paper, cards, stuff like that. We got a Cricut heat press. We got a little one that I use for like doll stuff, and a bigger one that we use for like shirts and stuff. We got a hat press for my dad. I'll show you guys all the stuff. And things like that. We got a ton of vinyl because we were just like, whoa, every color of the rainbow we need. And so I had been making lots of stuff. Like again, I made the stuff on here for Minnie Ashley. So I had it for a little bit of time while I worked at JoAnn's. and I would help people with stuff because I sometimes knew the stuff and everything we were doing. So yeah, like I helped so many people buy the Cricut, and they'd be like, oh, my wife, I'm getting this for my wife. And I'd be like, yes, get this for your wife. She's gonna love it. Like, so many things. Like, we bought so much stuff, and it's expensive. It's stupid expensive. So if you guys are looking to get one, I would definitely check like Facebook Market and Michael's and use coupons if they are applicable with them. So like me with my discount, my employee discount, normal JoAnn's coupons did not work with the Cricut stuff. And so I would use my discount, obviously, and it would work with it. So we got a lot of stuff for a really good deal. And we've made a lot of stuff since. We make a lot of like gifts for people, like Christmas, anniversary, like personalized stuff. I'll show a couple things here and there. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a little break. Couple hour break. So that's why the lighting and everything might look a little different. Anyways, I have a couple things that I made with the Cricut that are doll related that I wanted to show you. This little cup, it's a 3D printed cup, and I put logos on it so it looked like the big 40-ounce AG Stanley cup. I do have the cup in real life, and yeah, I got like these little cups for like $1 at a craft show, and I was like, oh, give me all of them. So I thought they were like super cute. Another thing I haven't shown yet is this, my art journal. I have like maybe one page finished. I printed pictures, like at least like one picture of each of my dolls, and all my dolls are gonna get a different spread in a journal. I'm gonna be making videos on that soon, so you'll see that later. Another thing is this box. So my friend Ashley was well, she made an American Girl Club, like a book club kind of thing at her local library, and she was like, oh, like, do you guys have any ideas like how I could like make like a giant looking American Girl box? And I was like, you know, yeah, I feel like we were like in a group chat, and I was like, yeah, I feel like me and my dad can do that. And my friend Tessa was like, Papa Gary can literally build anything. Yes. So me and my dad built this giant box. We got the boxes from Ashley, and then we like cut them and, you know, zip tied them together and then put the paper over them, and then I printed out the big AG logo. That was like such a long logo. I was like, I need a whole vinyl roll for this. Oh my gosh, like so that's like a big one, you know, to cut something so big like that. Another like little things are just like when I made Isabel, oh my gosh, when I made Nikki's outfit and I matched her meat outfit, I made that little star out of vinyl. And these shirts that I made, that it was Tessa's idea, so we made these for Alphaba and Glinda. So I have the green one, obviously, and she has the pink one. Another thing is like this shirt that I made. This is Lissa's Isabel, and so I made Lissa's shirt just like this, so she has matching ones. We did this when we saw Babbity Kate at an AG Trivia. I'm gonna make a video on that too, even though it was like a long time ago. It was still amazing. But like, I'm gonna show you guys her little shirt. It's so cute. It's got different stars on it, and it just says American Girl. And I love, again, these are like those Amazon shirts. I love these things. I'm obsessulated, guys. Like, another thing is like this. I made both the shirts, but I talked about that in my last video about my thoughts on the Huntrix dolls. So yeah, I definitely need to take advantage and make more clothing for them and things like that. I think that'd be like really, really cute. That's the one thing I really like to do that makes like Dress Like a Doll really easy, is that you customize a shirt and then you customize a mini shirt. Like, Yes. This was something that I made today. I made this little, well, I didn't make the bag, but I bought the bag. This bag is from Hobby Lobby, and it was actually a keychain. I'm like, that's a bag keychain for a bag? I just see doll size something. You can't convince me otherwise. So I'm going to zoom in because I know like the yellow is a little harder to see. And the glare from it too. So this is for Personette. I don't know if you can see the monogram right there. Personette Rose de Colmont. That is my Rapunzel doll. And I did the little sun and I did these little like details. So I didn't know if I could heat press with this. So this is just normal like removable vinyl. There is a permanent vinyl, but I didn't have these colors. And I Mod Podged this. This was really an experiment. I don't know how it's gonna hold up, if it'll come off. I don't really think it will. I'm not gonna wash it, and you know, it's just for my dolls. It's not really tacky anymore. It was like a little bit of tacky, but I think this turned out super, super cute. I love the colors. Really makes me, again, want to do more with the Cricut. Love the Cricut. I'm gonna go bring you guys along, give you a tour of my Cricut stuff. This is the Cricut. This one's for pens, this one's for different blades. We have a couple different blades in here. In here we keep marker and like scraps. In here we have a lot of like tools and stuff. I have a lot of like projects in here. Wow, this bag is stuck in here. So we have like acrylic bookmarks. They just have like a coating on them, or like a protective piece over it. These are like tassels. That'd be cool to make American Girl bookmarks. I literally made one for my friend Tessa, inspired by the Samantha movie, when Grandmary sees Lydia's journal. And so I made her one that literally said that. I'm going to see if I can insert a picture. Yeah, because that kind of like made our friendship. And I have like this ribbon in there because I would love to make little tiny like bracelets that have words on it, like a WWJD bracelet for my dolls. That's just not going to show up. Oh well. And then we have all the different vinyl in here. This is the heat transfer kind, and this is the not heat transfer kind. And we have our press here, the mini press right there. So that this one's like totally doll sized. That's a mug press. And we have more like everything, t-shirts and whatnot, all here. Ooh, another thing. This is so good. I don't have any up here, but I'll take pictures. These are the decorative boxes. I got these decorative boxes like when they were on sale and everything, as the different seasons changed, so I can store my dollhouse decorations in them, because I would be putting them in like the doll boxes because I saved some. I didn't save any from my childhood, but I saved them now. And then I'd just be going through and I'm like, oh, this is Easter, not Christmas, you know, like it was kind of crazy. So I wanted the decorative boxes so I could look and be like, oh, that's a Halloween box. My Halloween stuff is in there. Love JoAnn's decorative boxes. But another thing is this spray. It's called Stinky Fabric Smell Away. I'm sure they carry this at other stores now. It's by Mary Ellen, but it's not like Mary Ellen. It's two separate names, but I still think that's hilarious. I use this on like antique doll clothes that you like is too dainty to wash, or when I had to clean my basement because all my doll clothes smelled musty, I did use some of this on like the winter coats or like Samantha's cape and stuff. And I know I let my friend Ashley borrow this for, I think she had like a doll or something that was really stinky. And this honestly smells like nothing. And yeah, it definitely takes the smell away, like 100%. I've had musty smelling stuff, sprayed this, set it in front of a box fan, done, easy. It's no stinky anymore. Once again, I forgot other things that I wanted to include in this video. These are little book bag keychains. I just took the keychain part of them off. And I'm going to sew some elastic in the back. Bam, instant doll backpack. These are so cute. They also had a black cat one back in the day at JoAnn's. But like I literally want to use this as Nikki's. Like, in comparison, that's the size. And yeah, like you can just use like black elastic or shiny elastic, like the glittery kind, or adjustable straps if you want to be fancy. But I think these are like great size book bags for dolls. And like, you can't tell me that this is so not Isabel. Like, these were so perfect for the twins. Absolutely perfect. I just gotta put some velcro or some straps on and then they'll be all set. I think that's the majority of it. When I do my like journal spreads, you'll obviously see me using craft supplies, and most likely it's from JoAnn's, so I'm just not gonna include that in this one. That was our stuff that we got from JoAnn's before it closed. R.I.P. JoAnn's. They take everything from me. R.I.P. A.G. Columbus. R.I.P. JoAnn's. Please don't take any more of my stores that I love. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a funky haul, you know. I'm not usually showing off like normal things, you know. Most of it's usually like doll stuff and whatnot. Wow, look at all this mess behind me. I was sewing. It's fine. I hope you guys have a great day or night, whatever time you're watching this at. Thanks for coming back and watching part 2 here. Make sure you watch part 1 if you haven't seen it, because I show a lot of cool fabric in there. Remember that dolls and imagination have no age limit. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye!